Hi pilots, my name is Bill Lawton. I'm in Picayune, Mississippi. I build airplanes for fun and for flying, and I've got one here that if you've reached this video on YouTube, you probably are interested in this particular airplane. This is a BAe-HAWK. The kit came from Nitro Planes. It's a really sweet little jet. As you can see, it flies on a brand new DX18 radio, and I'm going to sell it together, airplane and radio. And I'm going to run also right now. I'm going to run through a few little things with you. It took about 2.5 months to build it. It flies on 6, 8, or 10S batteries. It has a Dr. Mad Thrust alloy 12-bladed fan in it. It sounds incredible when it flies. You don't get any of that whining noise from a regular jet engine. It pretty much sounds like a turbine engine. It's extremely stable. It's able to fly at low speeds. It's not a fast jet like you think of jets. It's more of a realistic flight. It flies at about 165 miles an hour, full power, and it's capable of any jet maneuvers that you might find on a lot of other jets. And I took my time to build it. It's highly detailed, and I'm going to give you the high points right now. The canopy, cockpit rather, was built by me. You can see it has a pilot and co-pilot, full instrumentation in it. I don't know how good this camera is, but anyway, nevertheless, it has full instrumentation in it. It even has a little heads-up display in it right there. On the other side, and when I turn it on, you'll see that little bar graph right there will give you an indication of battery power. Took some time. It took about maybe 2 weeks or so to build the cockpit in it. It's full of avionics: airspeed, altitude, GPS. Oh Lord, what else does it have in it? Distance from the receiver, engine RPM, battery power. It's fully loaded. As you can see, this is a little stinger, the pickup for the airspeed indicator right there. There's a lot of things that I did to this airplane that didn't come with it, or wouldn't have been on the plans if you'd had plans. One of them is the little antennas that are on it. There's one right there. There's one down there. It has wing fences that are handmade. There's one there. And of course, one on the other side. It has tail fences down under the bottom of it right there. I think the light's in the way, but anyway, there it is. It has a dual afterburner light kit in it. It changes colors from red to orange to blue to white. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. It's kind of dark in there, but they're inside of there. It has lights all over it. Here's a light, little tail light right there. Here's a wingtip light. There's a rotating beacon right there, and it has a belly light on it, underneath it somewhere, right there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it has a belly light. It has EM electric brakes. You can see them right there, and sequential landing gear doors. The landing gear doors are all made by hand. The mechanism for it is all made by hand. I can give you a little close-up of this. Incidentally, it has lights as well on the landing gear. So when the gear comes down, when the gear comes down, the lights come on. Another feature is that when the gear is up, the power is turned off to the steering mechanism, so you don't have to waste power on that. And when the main gear is up, it also shuts off the power to the brakes. So if you go into down elevator mode for upside down flight, or inverted flight as they say, then you're not wasting your battery. Now I'm going to take the, bear with me here, I'm going to take the canopy off of it and move this radio over just a little bit. Incidentally, the radio is brand new. It's never been flown with anything but this airplane. It's the only airplane on it, and it's quite expensive. DX18 channel radio. The airplane uses 12 channels to fly, and it has all spectrum 30-20 metal gear high speed servos, digital servos. So I'm going to take the top off of it right now, and this is where the real, everybody says, oh, it's just an airplane. Yeah, well, this one isn't just an airplane. If you can see inside of here, it takes a lot of time to build one of these things. It actually took me about 2.5 months to do it, because the majority of the fancy stuff had to be fabricated. But I'll run through it with you. This is a battery right here that controls the brakes. There's an antenna, one antenna in the back of it right there. This little device is the light controller. It supplies everything for the lights that are in it. I moved the servo from the tail back here. This was a servo that was actually back in here. And what happens is, if you ever break that servo, you have to tear the whole airplane apart to fix it. So rather than go through that, not that it would break anyway, but who knows, you don't need the rudder anyway. But I moved it to right here, which makes it a whole lot more accessible should anything go wrong. The two batteries, it flies on 2 4s or 1 8, whatever way you want to do it, are situated right here. It balances perfectly. The main battery that supplies power to the radio is in the back here, right about here, right forward of that hatch where the engine is. So getting back to this, we have an antenna right there, so that's 2 antennas. There's another antenna right here, that's 3 antennas. The ESC is down in the bottom there with some ventilate, get some cool air to it. The receiver is a Spectrum AR12020, 12 channel receiver. It's expandable to 18 channels. As you can see, this is an airspeed indicator right here. Those little wires run to the front. All of the, this is a TM1000 telemetry module right here. This controls all the telemetry. See if I can get a picture of that. That controls all the telemetry. This is the handmade mechanism for the retract nose doors. This is for one afterburner right here, and this over here is for the second afterburner. So if I turn it on, okay, he's on and armed, ready to go. You can see, I'll show you, we'll turn the lights on right here, I think. Well, yeah, I forgot about those lights, and put the cover back on it for you so you can get a better look, but just kind of briefly. But anyway, it has rotating beacon on the bottom, rotating beacon on the top. We've got a strobe light on this wing, strobe light on this wing, and tail marker light back here, green light there. Not that you're that much interested in lights, but you know, just to say, it took a lot of time to build it, and it is quite fancy, and it does have all the high-tech goodies in it. So has your basic flaps. They're slowed down. The flaps are actually mixed with the flaps are mixed with the elevator, and so as you make a landing, as the flaps go down, it puts a little up elevator into the back of it to make it get on the tail and not on the nose. What else? Also, when the flaps are applied, it has 5 degrees of crow in the ailerons. So the tips of the ailerons come up 5 degrees, and that kind of stabilizes it. It's a really unique airplane. It's I'm going to turn it on just a little bit. So it's ready to go. Like I said, if you're watching this video, it's probably because you're interested in maybe buying it. I have pretty much a gazillion dollars in it. Believe it or not, I have about I would have to say probably $2,500 in the jet itself and $800 in the brand new DX radio. And I think I'd probably like to get $1,500 for the whole thing. I guarantee it'll fly as advertised. Incidentally, this radio you can hook to an iPhone, and it will give you all the parameters of the TM1000 telemetry model. It'll call out airspeed, altitude, distance from the receiver, engine RPM, voltage, all of that. So whenever whoever buys it, it's certainly a showstopper, a real nice little airplane. I enjoyed building it. Matter of fact, I'm building another one for somebody else, and he's hanging up over there. You know, I build these airplanes. You can see I've got 2 of them. There's a Viper there, and a little stunt plane, and a Super Viper right here. He's got a big 10S engine in him, and a Zebra. I've been doing this for 44 years. I promise you the airplane is constructed to the best of my ability, and it is first class. You don't do this for as long as I've been doing it without having it come out good. But nevertheless, here it is. If you're interested in buying it, it's $1,500, radio and all, and I may take an offer on it, but it's not going to be much. But it's a beautiful little airplane, certainly a showstopper, and I know that whoever buys it will enjoy it. It flies great, and it was built well. So that's it. You can reach me through Craigslist, where the airplane was posted, New Orleans Craigslist, and just contact me, and you'll probably have to pick it up here in Picayune, or I can meet you maybe in New Orleans or someplace like that, but I don't want to ship it. It's not something that you want to put in a box, so you'll have to come get it. But anyway, there it is. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and give me a call.